Assalamu alaikum students. In today lecture we are going to discuss ophthalmic preparations. It is a lecture in the continuation of previous lecture. In previous lecture we have discussed that what are ophthalmic preparations, what are their formulation requirements, and what are the different types of dosage forms that are being used in ophthalmic preparations. In today lecture students we are going to discuss about a contact lenses and their care solutions. This is a course of dosage form science 410 second year. So let's start with today lecture students. In today lecture we are going to discuss about the contact lenses and their formulations. So let's start with the contact lenses and care solutions. Students, basically there are three types of contact lenses, and these lenses are classified on the basis of their chemical composition and physical properties. These three types of lenses are hard contact lenses, soft contact lenses, and rigid gas permeable lenses. These are the three basic types of lenses that are being used. So, and their classification is based on their chemical composition and physical properties. So let's start with the first one, hard contact lenses. Students, hard contact lenses are made up of rigid plastic resin polymethyl methacrylate, PMMA. It is abbreviated as PMMA. Hard contact lenses are impermeable to oxygen and moisture. They can absorb only about 0.5% of moisture or water. There is a advantage with the hard contact lenses that to corneal epithelial respiration means if the lens is impermeable, there will be a difficulty for oxygen to reach the epithelial cell of the cornea. Hard contact lenses are 7 to 10 millimeter in diameter, and they are designed to cover only the part of the cornea. They float on the tear layer overlying the cornea. Their dimensions are students 7 to 10 millimeter in diameter, and they are designed to cover a specific area of the cornea, not the whole cornea. Students, care must be exercised to prevent the hard lens from resting directly on the corneal surface and causing physical damage to epithelial tissue. To prevent direct contact, solutions are used to wet the lens and provide a cushioning layer between the corneal epithelium and the inner surface of the lens. So students, hard contact lenses, if we summarize that, they are made up of PMMA, means polymethyl methacrylate, and they are permeable to only 0.5% of water. Or we can say that they are impermeable to oxygen and moisture, and therefore they can create a problem in the respiration of epithelial cell of the cornea. And as far as their dimensions are concerned, they are about 7 to 10 millimeter in diameter and are designed to cover a specific area of the cornea. And they float on the tear layer overlying the cornea. So this was all about the hard contact lenses. Now let's proceed further. The second type is soft contact lenses. Soft contact lenses are made up of hydrophilic transparent plastic, hydroxyethyl methacrylate, and contains 30 to 80% water, so are permeable to oxygen. Soft contact lenses are more popular than hard lenses because of their greater comfort. They range from about 13 to 15 millimeter in diameter and cover the entire cornea. A student, hard surface lenses were designed to cover a specific area of the cornea, while soft contact lenses are designed to cover the whole or the entire surface of the cornea. Because of their size and coverage, soft lenses are less likely than hard lenses to dislodge spontaneously. They also are less likely to permit irritating foreign particles, dust, pollen, or to dislodge beneath them. Dislodge means students' accumulation of particles beneath the lenses. So they are less likely to prevent this sort of accumulation of substances beneath the lenses. However, for some patients, soft lenses do not provide the same high level of visual sharpness as hard lenses. There is a drawback with the soft contact lenses that they do not provide sharp visual ability. They are less durable than the hard lenses and carry some risk of absorbing medication concomitantly applied to the eye. Concomitantly applied to the eye means, students, that if there is a lens in your eye and you are going to apply medicine on your eye, then it may create problems, because these lenses have the ability to absorb medication from the eye. So this was all about the soft contact lenses. Now students, there are basically two types of soft contact lenses, that are daily wear and extended wear. Daily wear lenses must be removed at bedtime. Extended wear lenses are designed to be worn for more than 24 hours, with some approved up to 30 days for continuous wearing. However, it is advisable that lenses not be left in the eyes for longer than 4 to 7 days without removal for cleaning and disinfection. Students, as we have discussed, that there are basically two types of soft lenses, that are daily wear lenses and extended wear lenses. By daily wear lenses, we mean that you will have to wear it on the daily basis, and at the bedtime, then you will have to remove these lenses from your eyes. However, some extended wear lens are designed to be wear for more than 24 hours, or some approved for up to 30 days of continuous wear. However, it is advisable that the lens must not be left in the eyes for longer than 4 to 7 days without removal for cleaning and disinfection. Cleaning and disinfection of the lenses are necessary. If you will not clean them, then they may create problems and can cause infection of the eye. Contact lenses loaded with vitamin E may treat glaucoma. There are also contact lenses that contain drug, and then these lenses are then used for the treatment of glaucoma. The drug release rate on commercially available soft contact lenses like silicone hydrogel and acrylate hydrogel has also been reported for topical extended release of ciprofloxacin hydrochloride. So students, types of soft contact lenses: daily wear and extended wear. As by the name, these are self-explanatory. Now the third type is student rigid gaze permeable lenses. Rigid gaze permeable contact lenses take advantage of features of both soft and hard lenses. They are oxygen permeable but hydrophobic and made up of fluorosilicate acrylate. These lenses are made of fluorosilicate acrylate, thus they permit greater movement of oxygen through the lens and than hard lenses, while retaining the characteristics, durability and ease of handling. Rapid gaze permeable lenses are more comfortable than hard lenses. The basic type of lens is intended for daily wear. Some of the newer super permeable rigid gaze lenses are suitable for extended wear. Now students, let's discuss what are the advantages and disadvantages of these types of lenses. Advantages of hard contact lenses and rigid gaze permeable lenses: strength and durability, resistant to absorption of medications and environmental contaminants, and they also provide visual sharpness. And what are the disadvantages? Required adjustment period, more easily dislodge from the eye, means they can dislodge means change the position in your eye, they can change their position in your eye more easily. Require adjustment period, after inserting it will require few minutes, after that your visual sharpness will be regained. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of the hard contact lenses and rigid gaze permeable lenses. Let's proceed further. Advantages of soft contact lenses: worn for longer periods. As we have discussed, that these are designed to be wear for more than 24 hours or for 30 days. So this is the advantage of the soft contact lenses, that they can be worn for a longer period of time. And they do not dislodge easily, means they do not displace in your eye easily. Therefore, this is also an advantage of the soft contact lenses. What is the disadvantages of the soft contact lenses? They have a shorter lifespan, and the wearer must ensure that the lenses do not dry out. If the lens will dry out, then it will create irritation in your eyes and may cause infection of the eyes. So this was all about the lenses and its types, and we have discussed that what are the advantages and disadvantages of these types of lenses. Now, students, let's discuss that what are the care solutions or products that are designed to take care of these lenses. First, we are going to discuss about the products that are designed for soft contact lenses. The first category of these products are cleaners. Cleaners are those solutions that are used for the cleaning of the soft contact lenses. And there are two main categories of the cleaners. Number one, surfactants, and number two, enzymatic cleaners. So these two types of cleaners are used for the cleaning of soft contact lenses. Surfactant agents are used in mechanical washing device by placing several drops of the solution on the lens surface and gently rubbing the lens with the thumb and forefinger, or by placing the lens in the palm of the hand and rubbing gently with the fingertip. About 20 to 30 second procedure. The ingredients in these cleaners usually include a non-ionic detergent, wetting agent, chelating agent, buffers, and preservatives. These are the ingredients that are usually included in the cleaner solutions that are used for the cleaning of the soft contact lenses. There are two categories of solution: surfactants and enzymatic cleaners. Enzymatic cleaners are actually solutions that contain different types of enzymes that are required to remove protein and deposits from the lens surface. Enzymatic cleaning is accomplished by soaking the lens in a solution prepared from enzyme tablets. This procedure is recommended at least once a week or twice a month in conjunction with regular surfactant cleaning. The enzymes tablet contain papain, pancreatin, or subtilene, which causes hydrolysis of protein to peptides and amino acids so that they can be removed from the lens surfaces. So the first category of the products that are used for the care of soft contact lenses are cleaners. And as we have discussed, that there are two types of cleaners that are being used. Number one, surfactants, and number two, enzymatic cleaners. Surfactants, as students, you must have an idea about the surfactants, that these are the agents that adsorb themselves at the interface of the two surfaces and then they show their actions. So the first category of the care solutions for soft contact lenses are cleaners. Now let's proceed further. The second solutions that are used for soft contact lenses are rinsing and storage solution. These solutions facilitate lens hydration, inactivation of microbial contamination, and prevent the lens from drying out. Formulation of these include 0.9% sodium chloride, that is isotonic, antibacterial, 3% hydrogen peroxide for 30 minutes, followed by inactivation with sodium pyruvate. This is the combination or the formulation for the rinsing and storage solutions that are being used for the care of soft contact lenses. Now students, let's discuss what are the products for hard contact lenses. For hard contact lenses, we also use cleaners. Hard lenses should be cleaned immediately after removal from the eye. Otherwise, oil deposits, proteins, salts, cosmetic, tobacco smoke, and airborne contaminants can build up, interfere with the clear vision, and possibly cause irritation or upon reinsertion. So this is directed that hard contact lenses after the removal must be thoroughly cleaned. A surfactant cleaner is used by applying the solution or gel to both surface of the lens and then rubbing the lens in the palm of the hand with the index finger for about 20 seconds. Too vigorous rubbing can scratch or wrap the lens. So the first category for hard contact lenses is also cleaners, and they contain surfactants. So you can apply the surfactant on the surface of the lens, and then by gentle rubbing you can clean your hard contact lens. Next category of solutions that are being used are soaking and storage solutions. Hard lenses are placed in a soaking solution once they are removed from the eye. Soaking solution contain a sufficient concentration of disinfecting agent, usually 0.01% benzalkonium chloride and 0.01% editate sodium to kill surface bacteria. So soaking and storage solution contain these two chemical substances that are being used as an antibacterial for the lens. Wetting solutions. Wetting solutions contain surfactants to facilitate hydration of the hydrophobic lens surface and enable the tear to spread evenly across the lens by providing it with temporary hydrophilic qualities. These solutions also provide a cushion between the lens and the cornea and the eyelid. Student, there is a term which is used as a wetting edge solutions because the lens is hydrophobic in nature, and wetting solution will facilitate its hydration, means it will add water molecule and that will facilitate the insertion of the lens and will not cause any type of irritations. Therefore wetting solutions are being used for hard contact lenses. Typical ingredients include in wetting solutions are viscosity increasing as agents such as hydroxyethyl cellulose, a wetting agent such as polyvinyl alcohol, preservative such as benzalkonium chloride or editate disodium, and buffering agent and salts to adjust the pH and maintain tonicity. So these are the products that are being used for the care and cleaning of the hard contact lenses. Students, up till now we have discussed that what are lenses, what are the types of lenses, and what are the solutions that are being used for their care and storage of hard and soft contact lenses. Now students, there are few clinical considerations regarding the contact lenses. Let's discuss what are the clinical consideration in the use of contact lenses. Although most medicated eye drops may be used in conjunction with the wearing of contact lenses, some caution should be exercised and drug-specific informations must be used, particularly with soft contact lenses, because this type of lens can absorb certain topical drugs and affect bioavailability. Use of ophthalmic suspension and ophthalmic ointments by contact lens wearers present some difficulties. The drug particles in the ophthalmic suspension can build up between the cornea and the contact lens, causing discomfort and other undesired effects. So students, with soft contact lenses, care must be exercised while you are going to use any ophthalmic preparations, because they have the ability to absorb the medicines and can create problems in bioavailability. Ophthalmic ointments not only could cloud vision, can produce only cloud or blurred visions, but may discolor the lens. Thus, alternative dosage forms such as an ophthalmic solution may be prescribed or lens wearing deferred until therapy is complete. Some drugs administered by various route of administration for systemic effect can find their way to tears and produce drug contact lens interaction. This may result in lens discoloration. Examples are orange staining by rifampin, which is an anti-malarial drug. If a person is wearing lens and using anti-malarial, then the color of the lens may change and there may appear some orange stain on the lens surface because of the absorption of anti-malarial drugs. Lens clouding. Ribavirin, an antiviral ribavirin can also produce discoloration of the lens, ocular inflammation, salicylates, and refractive changes, acetazolamide. These are the drugs that interact with the lenses when you are concomitantly used it. In addition, drugs that cause ocular side effect have the potential to interfere with the contact lens use. For example, drugs with anticholinergic effect, antihistamines, tricyclic antidepressant decrease tear secretions and may cause lens intolerance and damage to the eye. FDA has recommended that patients be advised of this side effect by product labeling, like pupils may become dilated or enlarged after using these medicines. So anticholinergic drug can affect also the ability of the lens, can interfere with the lens. How they can interfere? They will decrease the secretion of tears and ultimately it will cause irritation the lens will produce irritation in your eye if there is no tear. Therefore, these lenses are susceptible to antihistamines, tricyclic antidepressant drugs. So care must be exercised while using these medicines with the contact lenses. Now the last portion of the lectures of today lecture students is about patient counseling. You will have to give complete counseling to the patients while those who are using contact lenses. Contact lens wearers should wash their hands thoroughly with a non-abrasive, non-cosmetic soap before and after handling lenses. Wearers should not rub the eyes when the lenses are in place, and if irritation develops, the lenses should be removed until these symptoms subside. Lenses should not be stored in tap water, nor should saliva be used to help reinsert a lens into the eye. Saliva is not sterile and contains numerous microorganisms, including aeruginosa. Student says these are the few precautions that must be taken, like should wash the hand before and after wearing the lens, should not rub the eyes when you have lenses in your eyes. It should not be rubbed because it will cause irritation, and lenses should not be stored in tap water, or saliva should not be used while you are going to insert lens in your eye. Next, the lens should be inspected for any particulate matter, particles, wrappage, or discoloration. The patient must ensure the lens is cleaned thoroughly and rinsed thoroughly. Otherwise, these factors can lead to eye discomfort and irritation. When cleaning a lens, the patient should be instructed to clean it back and forth and not in a circular direction. To avoid the left lens syndrome, the patient should be instructed to clean the second lens as thoroughly as the first lens. So these are the precautions that must be used, must be exercised while you are going to use any type of lens. Other precautions or counseling parameters like mascara should be avoided by women wearing hard lenses, because particles of these products can get into the eye and cause irritation with corneal damage. So there is a possibility of the corneal damage with using mascara. If you are using mascara and you have lenses, then particles from the mascara may migrate to the lens surface and can cause irritation and even corneal damage. Next, aerosol sprays should be used before the lens is inserted and preferably applied in another room, since airborne particles may attach to the lens during insertion and cause irritation. Aerosol sprays should be used before the lens. If you have lenses in your eyes and you are going to use aerosol sprays contains particles in nano size, in nanoparticles, then migrate into the eyes, can migrate and can cause irritation of the eyes. Lenses should be inserted before makeup application, because oily substances on the fingertips can smudge the lens when they are handled. For similar reasons, lens should be removed before makeup. So care must be exercised while using lenses. These are the points for the patient counseling. It is important that all contact lenses wearers have their eyes examined regularly to make certain that no damage has occurred to their eyes. Students, as you have seen that there are different types of lenses available in market in different colors. So about the color of the lens, FDA permits the use of a specific color additive in contact lenses only after reviewing and approving a manufacturer's official color additive petition. The petition must contain the requisite chemical safety, manufacturing, packaging, and product labeling information for FDA reviews. Students, all the colors are not allowed in eye lenses because they are in contact with our cornea and in our eye and can produce severe side effects. Therefore, FDA regulates that only approved colors should be used for the lenses. In last slide, students, there are few tests that are being used for the evaluation of ophthalmic product, like sterility test, clarity test, leakage test, metal particles in ointment, which are used for ophthalmic preparations. Students, up till now we have discussed about that what are lenses and what are the type of lenses, what are the care solutions that are being used for the lenses, and what are the clinical considerations. Is there any possibility about the interaction of the lens and the drugs if you are using it concomitantly along with the lens? And in the last slide we have also discussed that few points must be uh, inform to the patient or to the pupils, those who are using contact lenses. So students, this was all about the ophthalmic preparations. Inshallah, in the next class we are going to discuss otic and nasal preparations, and by otic and nasal preparation we will complete our course of 410 second year dosage form science. Thank you very much for your time and passion. Allah Hafiz.